Hello, hello again. I was gonna hop on a minute ago, but I have a needy cat who is just like a toddler. I mean, she's an old girl, so she gets all my attention whenever she wants it because we're gonna have to say goodbye to her soon. But she's just crazy, crazy, so she gets the attention. But I wanted to hop on here and talk to you about what exactly is Scentsy. And why do people like me love to share it with people like you? So, we are a direct sales company out of Idaho. That's where our home base is. I've been doing Scentsy for 7.5 years. So, I joined for coffee and food court money, and it became something a lot bigger. I now lead a team of um, over 40 people, and it's been a huge blessing to me and my family for me to be able to do this. Plus, I love seeing somebody smell something and they remember something. It reminds them of a favorite food or a favorite place or a favorite memory. And that is one of my favorite things, is just to see people get excited, to see their faces light up when they see a warmer that just speaks to them. And some warmers, they just actually speak to you. And then the products and the new releases, we have stuff that comes out almost every single week. So there's always something new, there's something exciting, there's always something to share. So that's one of my favorite things, is it's not the boring same old thing. Something might not be for me one week, but then the next week, whew, it's crazy. But that's it. So I wanted to go through pretty much a little bit of everything that we have and just give a rundown. I do have a little bit of cheat sheet notes here because I'm getting old. I can't remember everything, but I do want to make certain that I give accurate information. So Scentsy is a fragrance company. Our original flagship product was wax warmers and wax bars. We are the original company that started doing the wax bars and the warmers. So we have several different kinds of warmers. We have this kind, which is an element warmer, meaning it does not light up. It has a heat plate that warms the wax. Was not used, so um, this is my husband's warmer that he took off his desk when he moved, but when he moved rooms around. So, but it gently warms up the wax to give you that flame, that fragrance. Now, some element warmers do light up, but there's no bulbs to change. So if they do have a light up, they are LED lights and they do not need to be changed, which is nice. Some people don't want bulbs to change, which I don't blame you. So, because sometimes it's ridiculous to remember to make certain you have bulbs on hand. Now, we do sell bulbs in a 3-pack. We also have colored bulbs if you want to change up the look of your warmer. And Scentsy bulbs are the best bulbs to use with your Scentsy warmer. Sometimes the household bulbs that you could get at Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart or whatever, they just don't work quite to our standards, so they won't necessarily warm the wax. Some of them, the sizing or the shape of the bulb is not quite the same, so it won't fit, and you don't want to damage the warmer or the dish by having the wrong size or shape bulb. So I always recommend getting bulbs from your consultant, preferably me. Where's that? Another style warmer we have is a mini warmer. So all of these warmers plug into an outlet. The plug does turn, so you can turn if your plugs are sideways or upside down, you can do that. They also do come with can be um, used with an optional tabletop base. So if you just like the small size warmer, you can get a tabletop base to go with it. So the mini warmers are all typically 15-watt bulbs. Sometimes we do have some that are 10-watt bulbs, but it is just a little nightlight bulb. So I like to use these. So it's just a little nightlight bulb. I like to use these in my bathrooms so that when you have that middle of the night need to go to the bathroom, you don't have to turn on all the overhead lights. There's a nice soft light already in there for you. And then also I use them out in my kitchen in the hallway so that you can walk from the bedroom to the kitchen without having to again turn on all the big lights if you just need to go get that glass of water or whatever. And then the last style warmer we have is our typical full-size warmers. These come in various finishes and designs. This is one from our Harvest collection, and they light up in many different ways to melt the wax. This one I just took off a counter, so the wax is just starting to set. But the bulb, these typically are 20 or 25 watt bulbs. We do have a few that are 40 watt Edison bulbs. And the finishes to them are different. Some of them are hand painted, some of them have glaze, some of them have a crackle glaze, some of them are mosaics. But that's all super cool. All of our warmers have a lifetime replacement warranty against manufacturer's defects. So it doesn't cover if you break it, but if for some reason the lighting fixture or the element plate on the element warmer stops heating up, or you change the bulb and it will not light up, we will replace that for you at no cost. If we don't make that warmer anymore, we will give you a credit and you can find another warmer to fall in love with. So that's super cool. I love a company that stands behind their products. And then of course they all are different. The wax comes in a bar shape. So there are 8 cubes. On each one of your dishes, it tells you a recommendation of how many cubes go in the warmer. For a mini warmer, I always use 1 cube. And for most of the full-size warmers, I just use 3 cubes. A lot of them have dishes that say 4. I don't use 4. I either use 2 in the dishes that say 2 cubes, or I use 3 cubes. Except for in the mini warmers, I just use 1. So, and the wax is very easy to break apart. It's very soft paraffin wax, and it's beautifully fragranced. So this one happens to be snowflakes and sage, which smells amazing. So our wax is, and all of our fragrance oils are BPA, lead, gluten, egg, and formaldehyde free. They are also do not contain parabens, and they are not made with any nut oils. So they might have a nut name, but it does not contain the actual nut oil in it. We do use synthetic fragrances. We use some of the award-winning perfumers and fragrance designers around the world. We work with them to get the best fragrance that we can. Our bars have more fragrance oil than any other scented wax bars or melts on the market, so we have a stronger and longer lasting fragrance experience. Fragrance, how long they last differs by the size of your room, the strength of the scent, how many cubes are you using. You never add new wax to old wax because it just dissipates the scent. So you always want to take the old wax out and then put new wax in. And the other thing to think about is air conditioning can affect it, drafts from open windows, heat can affect it, how long the fragrance throw is, ceiling fans, and all of that. And then another thing is your nose itself. You can get nose blind if you use the same scent all the time. So you eventually won't smell it. And a lot of times you'll notice that when you're in your house with the fragrance going, you get adapted to it. It's kind of like people whose houses have strong pet odors. The owners of the house typically don't notice the pet odors. But when somebody walks in the house and the first thing you be is like, oh, I know they have a dog. I've been there, done that. Or you can tell they have a cat, kids, whatever, smokers, same thing as that. A lot of times the people that are around it all the time don't notice. But if you leave and come back, or you go into a house, like I'm a former smoker, but I'm not a smoker anymore. I haven't been for probably almost 20 years by now. And I can tell a smoker from a mile away. It's just one of those scents that you can't. escape. But that's something to think about too, is if you always like floral scents, it's gonna be harder for you to smell them. So changing to a clean scent every once in a while, or a citrusy scent, is a great habit to do. When you're ready to change your wax, we also have this really cool product called cotton cleanups. These are just a pack of cotton with a little cardboard handle. You would dip this into your dish with the melted wax. It will suck up the wax, and then you were able to clean it out super easily, which makes it super nice to do a wax change as well. So super easy. Our warmers can be kept on. I keep a lot of mine on 24/7, 365. They are the same as keeping a typical household lamp on. I have found that when you turn your warmers on and off, you are more likely needing to have to change your light bulbs. So, and then I also have a lot of the warmers in my house are set on smart plugs, so they are controlled by Alexa to do the turning on and turning off on a scheduled time for our routine. Alexa, stop. So, and of course I said her name, so now she wants to do something. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys is another fragrance system that we have, and these are our diffusers. So we have these beautiful, oops, let me find the plug. So we have these beautiful premium diffusers. So they have a typical cone shape, and then we have different shades. All of our diffusers have a limited lifetime warranty against defects. So if they do stop working, you can get the base exchanged for you for a small fee. The shades are interchangeable. We have many different diffuser shades. We often come out with diffuser shades for the holidays. For instance, for Halloween season right now, we have one that's a couple of skulls together. We often have trees for Christmas time, or gingerbread houses. We have a haunted house also for Halloween. So we like to come up with seasonal ones as well. So you can just, once you get the whole system, you can just buy the shade. And we do have 16 different colors. So it's pretty cool. You can go through them and pick the color that you like, or it will actually cycle through the colors for you if you put it on like a rainbow thing, which is super cool. But that's one of our things too. Or you can just, if you don't want the light on, you can diffuse it and just keep the light off. So there is that option. And then of course, because we have diffusers, we do also have our fragrant oils. So our oils we use either essential oils or natural oils. All of our oils are for fragrance only. They are not topical. You are not to ingest them. They are just to drop into your diffuser and let it diffuse into the air. You are also welcome in our diffusers to use any of your if you have favorite oils from other companies, you can use them as well. We do categorize our oils in balancing, calming, comforting, and uplifting. Anything to try to enhance your mood and fragrance your space. That's what we're about. We are all about fragrance. That is our absolute favorite thing to do. So the next thing I want to share with you are our Scentsy Air products. So I have a few of them here. The first one I'm going to share is our air purifier. So this is a product that a lot of my hostesses love to host parties to get this for a reduced cost or half price. So it is the only purifier that I know that uses the filter and fragrances the air at the same time. So it uses our Scentsy pods. You do not have to use these. You can just purify the air. It does use a HEPA H13 filter, which is capable of removing at least 99.95% of airborne particles, including dust, pollen, mold, and bacteria. And it releases clean air through Scentsy pods. There is an auto mode that automatically switches to high when it detects unclean air. You can probably hear it going on, and it does turn red um, when it's cleaning the air, and then it will stop when it's done, and it'll turn on whenever it detects um, that. This does come in white or black. I do have one in almost every room at this point. I actually have to get another one because we're moving everything around in my house. So that is one of our air products, and like I said, that's one of the top products that people host parties for with me. Another air product that we have is our Scentsy Air Quad. So this is a beast. So this does light up. It also does come in this linen look. It comes in a black look, and then we do have a seasonal one where you can just purchase the shade if you already own one that has snowflakes on it, which I think I'm going to break down and get the snowflake shade because I have to. This uses 4 pods, and what it does is, if you look closely, it has fans in here, and it blows the air through the pods, which are filled with beads, fragrant beads, so you can get the fragrance you want in the air with no wax messes. This is perfect for households that have children or very rambunctious pets that you want fragrance, but you don't want to worry about having to clean up wax messes everywhere because waxidents are not fun. So this is super cool. It does also have light up modes. It does have an auto on, and it does have different fan modes as well. Then we also have a slightly smaller version, which is our tabletop fan diffusers. Again, the same little fan inside. This would plug into a USB port. So some people use it like for offices. They attach them to their laptop or their computer via USB cord. You can put 1 or 2 pods in here, and again, the same thing. It fragrances the air without a wax mess. We do have several different designs, and we do also come out with ones for holidays, such as a jack-o'-lantern for Halloween season, and we have a snowman, I believe, for our holiday catalog. And then we do also have plugins. So again, this is a plastic, takes two pods. You can do 1 or 2, whichever you want. Plugs into a wall outlet, and it's plastic. So if your children were to mess with it, this is a lot easier to clean up than a wax warmer with wax going down the wall. So again, puppy dog tails, rambunctious children, toddlers, husbands, wives, teenagers, people who just don't pay attention, high traffic areas, these are perfect. And again, the pods come in a twin pack. These are also made by us right here in Idaho. So all of our consumable products are made in the United States, which is super cool, and they're made by us. So I've actually seen these put together, which was super, super exciting. Okay. Moving on to, we also do have a mini, which I don't have here. It's a really small one. A lot of people use those in their cars. So I don't have one of those every time I use one. And then we also have one that I forgot to grab. It's the Scentsy Air Go. It's about the size of a soda can. I use that one when I travel. I bring it to the hotels with me. I bring it on cruise ships with me so that I can help scent our adventure and bring memories back for that. So I'm going to Hawaii in February, so I have to come up with some Hawaiian scents. Probably going to use something nice and florally so that when we smell that back at home, we'll remember our time on the cruise ship. So going into our unplugged section, we have fragrance flowers. So this one has been going for a couple of months now. That's why it's almost empty. So these are like reed diffusers. So the flower is made out of sola wood, and it has a little cotton wick, and it goes into a bottle of fragrance oil. So sometimes the oil is colored, and it changes the flower colors. So this one turned orange. Sometimes the oil is not colored, and it does not change the white flower colors. Some people like to color the flowers with Sharpies before they put it into the oil. This lasts about 60 days of continuous scent, and it's perfect for bathrooms. I have them actually on my centerpiece on my dining room table because it is able to give fragrance without needing plugs. Great for entryways, walkways. They make the perfect gift for anybody because you don't have to worry about, do they have a warmer? Do they want a warmer? This is just a pretty little flower. When it's done, you just recycle the glass and toss out the flower. They do smell after the oil is gone. They do smell for a few months later while the flower oil is still saturated. Then eventually it does dry up and you can't smell it as much anymore. It doesn't make a huge aroma. It's more of a very close contact. So while you're sitting at your table or at your desk or in the bathroom where it's a closed area, typically that sometimes you notice it more, but it is not a, it's going to fragrance your room kind of scent. We do also have room sprays. These come in all of our scents. If a wax comes in it, all of our catalog scents come in a room spray. These are water-based sprays, so you can actually spray them pretty much anywhere. I personally pick some of my favorite scents and use them as body sprays because why not? But they're great to spray in your car, to freshen up your room. Some people like to carry them in their purse so that when you go use public restrooms, you can make them smell a little bit nicer. But there is that. We also have scent circles. These are perfect for cars, sticking in closets, hanging in drawers. They do come in a 3-pack. You get 3 of the same scent. So it's perfect for, 1, 2, or 3 weeks. Again, the time of the year makes it determine how long it lasts. In the summer, they tend to not last as long because the heat of the beating sun kind of uses it up pretty quickly. And then scent packs are one of my favorite things. I actually hang these in my garbage drawer so that every time you open the drawer to throw garbage out, it smells it up a little bit. I also put them under the seats in my car, and I put them in drawers so that they keep my clothes smelling nice and fresh with my favorite scent. These are like bean bags. They have fragrant beads inside. So these typically are also what you would find in our Scentsy buddies. So if you have young children in your life, we have lots of different buddies that we come out with. This was a sheep from a little while ago. He is no longer available, but we do have a goat that just came out. And to be honest, I don't even know the rest of the ones that we have out at this time because we are always changing them. I think we have a dog in our catalog, and I think we just came out with a hedgehog as well. But these were always releasing different ones, so they're kind of collectible as well. And we also do licensed ones from time to time. So you'll see some from Disney, sometimes from Universal. We did have Stitch and Angel for a while. We've had Winnie the Pooh. So from time to time, we're always adding new and different things. We've had some Disney princesses, and little kids love these things. And the scent pack would go in them. You do not have to put the scent pack in them, but you can. Another thing for the kiddos, we have what we call buddy clips. So these are filled with fragrance beads, so they do smell already. Rocket Raccoon was from our Marvel collection a long time ago. He still smells pretty well, and he's just one of my favorites. We also have what we call just charm clips, and these are just we have some shapes like sunflower shape, hearts, acorns, different shapes, because come to find out, a lot of adults really like the buddy clips just as much as the kids do. And then we also do decorative pillows. So this is part of our harvest collection. It is just our pumpkin. You can put scent packs in here as well. And this is just a cute little decor pillow that people like to use. Moving on to some different things. We also have blanket buddies. I do not have one here. Those are more for our younger, or even younger audience. They're super soft and cuddly. They are scented, but they're scented with with non-toxic fragrance beads, and they are a bit more baby-friendly scents, so they're more of our softer scents. So we also have candles now. So this is a super new product for us. It just came out September 1st. These are a soy paraffin wax blend. and that has fragrance in it. It is a 2-wick candle, and they burn so. I have never thought I would be a candle person again, but I actually enjoy burning these every night. The ambience from candles is just something you cannot beat. They burn pretty evenly, and super clean, so there's not a lot of smoke and soot, and the fragrance is just beautiful. So there are those. And then moving on, we also have a laundry line. So I said we do all things fragrance. So there's pretty much something for everybody. So our laundry line is one of my favorites. So we have laundry liquid. It is super, super concentrated. So it's a low sudsing, quick dispersing, high efficiency detergent. So it does an optimal clean and low water levels, can be used in standard washing machines. It has a powerful blend of 6 enzymes to target and destroy hard to remove stains, works well in hot or cold water. It is free of dyes and coloring agents, and one bottle is 20 ounces, and it does approximately 50 medium loads of laundry. When you pair it with the rest of our laundry system, your laundry will smell amazing for weeks after sitting in your drawer. My favorite product are washer whiffs. So this is a fragrance booster. It's little scent crystals that you throw in your washing machine. Don't throw them in your dryer. They go in your washing machine. They smell amazing. It's perfect to work it as a system with the same fragrance to enhance how your laundry smells. It's an extra boost, adds long-lasting fragrance, perfect, especially for storing clothes. There are some times I've just started getting my sweatshirts out and my long sleeve shirts, and they've been sitting in my drawers for months. I live in North Carolina, so they've been in there for a long time, and I open them up and they smell like I just washed them. So that is some power. Dryer discs are something that we also do. So these are a hard plastic little disc that you toss in the dryer with your wet clothes, and it continues to fragrance your clothes as it dries them. So one disc sends up to 15 loads. I use them until you can't smell them anymore. We do also have dryer sheets. We also offer a different kind of laundry product called Scentsy Suds. It is the detergent sheets if you don't want liquid. These are just the little sheets that dissolve in water. It's the new trend. I send them off with my husband when he goes away so that he can do his laundry in the hotel room. And then another product, this I swear by, it is our Scentsy Fresh. So this is our odor eliminating fabric spray. It's made right here in Idaho. It eliminates odors on hard to wash fabrics such as your couch. I mean, I don't know about you, but you can't stick your couch in a washing machine. Throw rugs, curtains, like, yes, you can take your curtains down and wash them, but who has time? And then I also spray this on my bedding. So every day when I make my bed, I spray this down so that when we get into bed that night, it still smells nice and clean and fresh. It is one of our best-selling products. I spray this stuff everywhere. I sprayed in my car. I have sprayed my son with it. You name it, I have sprayed it because just sometimes you just need a little boost, a little fresh. And then we also have cleaning products. So our cleaning products, I absolutely love them. They are free from phosphates, dyes, ammonia, chlorine, and bleach. So they are a cleaning product that smells good and you can breathe while using it. So that is super nice. Our bathroom cleaner is super foaming action. So it's biodegradable plant-based cleaning agents, safely remove soaps, scum, and grime. It is free from dyes and harsh chemicals like sulfates, petrochemicals, phosphates, ammonia, chlorine, bleach, DEA, formaldehyde carriers, and triclosan. I don't know what half of those things are, but they sound like you don't really want them. So this is amazing. It foams. It smells great. If you have pets or children, this is an amazing carpet cleaner as well for those spots that you know your kids or your pet is going to leave behind only on the carpet. So it helps clean those up too. Trust me. I have a cat who is not doing so well, so she leaves little gifts all over the place, and that makes it so that my carpet doesn't look as atrocious. Another product I absolutely love is our counter clean. Johnny Appleseed, oh my god, it's one of the best scents ever. Our counter clean is a multi-purpose surface cleaner, also made in Idaho. It forms a dirt repelling barrier that makes cleaning easier over time. It's great for everyday spills and messes, recommended for use on all sealed, non-porous surfaces, including granite, laminate, treated wood, and concrete. This is stuff that is amazing. It smells fantastic. I've used it pretty much everywhere in my house. It's great for cleaning off those walls that people have to touch while they walk by, and then you start noticing that there's dirt trails everywhere. The door jambs, light switches, just spray some on a cloth. It's amazing. And then we also have a newer product called Scentsy Swipes. So this is like counter clean and paper towels had a little baby and got into a canister. So they are multi-purpose disposable cleaning wipes. So they are pre-moistened and ready to use. It's nice and quick, easy way to clean things. In a burst of fragrance. They dry quickly. There's 70 wipes in here. So these are not for bodies. They are for cleaning surfaces. But it's great. I know some moms like to keep them in some Ziploc bags. Keep them in their purse so that when you go to McDonald's with your little kids, you know those tables ain't clean. So you can wipe the tables. Also, it's a product that you can feel comfortable letting your child wipe stuff down with, because when my son was little, many, many moons ago, he's about to be 25 next week, but when he was little, he liked to help me clean, and I used to make that little bottle of water and give him towel and some water spray because I didn't dare let him spray anything else, but he could spray water and feel like he was cleaning. Now I can just give him the same thing I'm using and feel comfortable with that. But he's 25, he don't clean nothing. So let's face it. Another product that we have is our all-purpose cleaner. So this is amazing. It is a concentrated formula. You would mix it with water. You can mix it in a spray bottle and have your own multi-purpose spray. I put it in mop water. It's amazing. For that, makes everything smell fantastic. Great for deep cleaning needs. Again, you can use it on sealed granite, stainless steel, and most flooring, such as sealed wood, tile, vinyl, and linoleum. It makes 96 fluid ounces, or approximately 6 16 fluid ounce bottles of cleaner. Like I said, I love using the products. Using them together just makes everything smell amazing. And of course, last but not least, we do also have our own body line. So hand soap, absolutely a must. It is an ultimate everyday cleanser with a rich, luxurious lather. Your favorite Scentsy fragrances. It is paraben free. Our hand soap does not have antibacterial properties, but it's been proven that the very act of washing your hands is the most effective method of preventing the spread of germs and will help limit the transfer of bacteria. So it's actually doesn't have to be antibacterial to be clean. So we have a lot of seasonal scents that come out in these as well, which are my favorite. Love the fall scents for the fall. Sometimes they carry over because the hand soap is so concentrated that the bottles last a really long time. I actually use extra pumps sometimes when I'm trying to get through it so I can set out a new one. We also have body wash. Cleanses and moisturizes your skin, creates a rich lather. And then we also have hand cream. So it's a vitamin-rich, travel-friendly formula. It's a non-greasy formula. It protects against and alleviates chapped, cracked, and rough hands. I will be honest, I do not like most lotions. We also, from time to time with our seasonal collections, have a body cream that is phenomenal. We also have Scentsy Soak as well, which is a Epsom salt soak. I don't typically like body creams because they don't ever seem to soak in, and then you're just left feeling slimy, and I don't like feeling slimy even if you use a dab of it. So these ones actually like soak in and stay in, and you don't feel tacky. So I love that. All of our Scentsy body products are infused with aloe and sunflower oil for extra softness, and they are free from parabens, um, phthalates, and gluten. Man, when these words are hard to say, it's crazy. So, and then as always, we have Scentsy Club, which is our automatic program for consumables. So if you have products that you love, you can get them automatically shipped to you. I do that for my cleaning products because I often forget to buy them, especially my washer whiffs. And then we also have a whiff box, which is a nice little box that has a variety of stuff that you might not necessarily choose for yourself. But if you have any questions about any of the products that I've briefly touched, please ask them. I will let you know exactly where I can find the information. I will either give you written information that you can read yourself, or I will go further in detail about it. But we are all things fragrant. We love things that smell good. We love things that look pretty. And that's what we are here for, is your home decor fragrance memory making life, so that everything can just smell good. I will talk to you guys all soon. Have a great day.